Is it getting better? I think it is getting a little bit better. Or do I just have to find...
It looks like an underage child's cabin. I hope we won't find any dead children here, otherwise we will never
Oh, there
escape
we
the
go,
attacks of
finally.
human rights activists.
A dead child's cabin. What does the green one here? Mr. Hypocrite. A poster with famous superhero Mr. Hypocrite. Propaganda against sexism, racism, and other isms in all its glory. I don't know what else to say. They didn't air this Marvel on TV when I was a kid. Okay.
It seems that the drawings are made by an adult, or a foot. It's not possible to identify this precisely.
Grumpy chicken thing. Okay. I don't give a shit, really. A ball. Some sort of toy. Synthetic milk. Oh.
Oh no, that's what I was Hold on. The data analysis shows that this subject is 45 years old. This is an ordinary dead man with signs of drug intoxication. His body is reduced in half and he was killed in a sadistic way. It's alright, we've avoided a scandal.
I'll take a bit of salt though, I guess. Oh. A whole box of salt. Alright. Some salty snacks and condoms, here we go. I don't want it. Bad news is, I need a lot more batteries. Because, I don't really have a solution here for oxygen. I think this is supposed to warm you. So I hang out here to like re-thaw and stuff, and I keep these orange lights in mind. If I see one of them, then cool, awesome. Jesus, the game with its warnings. Fuck off. Oh my god, it's non-stop. I guess I just keep an eye out for them and, yeah. But I don't know how many batteries I have left. I don't think that many. I think we're gonna run into a point here pretty soon where I simply just don't have enough oxygen to move on. Or do anything. They've got a lot of things for me to look at, but it's almost like... I think it might just be too much, like, as with everything so far in this game. It's all just too much. There's too much to look at. Too many places to go. I get distracted all the time. You know, whereas Subnautica, like, it has things for you to look at, but it's paced a lot better. You're not quite so like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's that? Oh, what's over there? Because the simple water and draw distance and all that stuff, you don't see very far, very well at all. So it's a lot easier to stay on task with that. Yeah, warms the body. Yeah. Makes me a bit drunk though, but I guess we can try that. But I need more oxygen. Which means batteries. Not a great sign over here. Not a great sign at all. I guess we can head back over to that mail ship and finish breaking that down. Maybe there's some basic stuff out there. I'm also out of iron. Or metal. Or whatever we're calling this. So I get to go back out yet again and get more of this. Or you just like... Yeah, it's just some hardened whatever. It's nothing. And this lucky guy ship that's kind of in my backyard with some ice. This was, oh yeah, that's this. Yeah, I looked at this. Missed a container, but I looked at this. It's just a bunch more rubber. Man, you get a lot of rubber in this. Like, a lot of rubber. This is like kind of our last bit of oxygen we can get though. If we can't get to the glass or the glass doesn't do anything for me really, we're in trouble. Big trouble. I think that's all of my batteries. No, I've got 2 more still. So it's not all lost if this doesn't do anything for me. Not all lost. Just fairly hugely lost. Actually, I'll drink now. I'll bring a spare. The tubes, this stuff. I could use another basher. Still feel like I'm making way too many of these things. I feel like they could last a lot longer. Like I don't really agree hugely with how much metal is out there and how long or how short these last. You could have them last longer and have just less metal around to reduce the amount of back and forth the player has to do. What? What was that? Small puffs of gas. Indecent to fart on Earth, but farting in space can save your life by giving your body acceleration in just the right moment. What are these?
The marking corresponds to
A
the water
waste tank? Water tanks, apparently. Yellowish water. And these blue ones being like
The
clean
marking
water?
corresponds to the water tanks.
Yeah. So that's also a thing. I guess. So, do you warm me? Yes, yes you do. My freezing buff is gone. Or debuff, I suppose. So, these are cool. Keep an eye out for these. Ah, there's some up there too. Good, good, good. And this is just ice? Yeah. Just ice. Warmth! Ah, also warmth. Okay, it's kind of everywhere here.
Do not touch the glass fragments with your hands. Tiny splinters are able to pierce the thin fabric of the spacesuit and cause a slight death attack.
A dangerous object. Requires grabber. Motherfucker, but I need aluminium. What a ball like. So, more just random wandering until we bump into aluminium, apparently? I don't... It's a bit frustrating right now because it's like, there's so many tools that you need for everything. Like, they won't let you just grab a thing. For some reason. I don't know. Oh god, this is fucking stupid. Okay. I think it thawed me though? Not really sure. Like, I need a scanner that's only got so many usage. I need these bashers, which only have so much usage. I need mining things, which only has so much usage. I need the grabber, which only has so much use. And it's just like, it's so much all the time making tools, and they don't last very long, so I gotta keep remaking them, which means going out and getting more, and... Oh, man. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, there's too many areas to go in this right now. I don't know where to start. It's like I'm out of batteries again. Like, we're kind of fucked. I have to find more containers that have batteries because I don't know what else to do, really. Holy shit, it's aluminium. Okay, so you know the ice that's on all the asteroids everywhere always? It turns out there's something that looks exactly like ice that's just sometimes not ice, it's actually aluminium. Holy fuck, holy goddamn, finally. I've died so many times wandering around looking for it because I figured it'd be just a salvageable material somewhere. Because all I saw on asteroids was just ice because, well, it's all ice, except apparently some of them, which isn't. Oh my god. Because I've been just like going out there dying, loading autosave, going out there dying, loading autosave. Oh my god. Game changer maybe? I don't know. Handy scrapper, yeah, okay, yeah, that's just ice. You see what I mean? Like, it's just a big growth on the rock. Some of it's, most of it's ice, like 90% of it is ice. Some of it isn't. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. I've been at it literally like almost an hour now. I shit you not, looking for aluminium around, just exploring. Anytime I looked at an asteroid, it was just ice. I figured like, okay, well, I guess you don't mine it. Nope, you totally do. I need wire and a refined metal. And thank goodness too, because this is all the batteries I've got, like... we're in a rough spot with that. And wire. I might have to restart, honestly. We'll have to see about bashing some crates somewhere that I've left. I'm not really sure where any more would be. I'm sure there's still a couple hidden around that I've maybe accidentally headbutt across the universe or just plain simply missed. I don't know. Almost died because I accidentally left-clicked. Just so I don't die by accidentally doing that again. So I think I have to restart though. Because yeah, I've wasted so many materials thus far just looting and exploring and looking around. God forbid I look around in an open world survival. Fuck me, I guess. But, it's going to become kind of impossible soon to move out. Because it doesn't seem to have any system in place where you can actually get anything done without having these reserve oxygen things around. Like, it's just required. It gives you a lot of supplies at the start, but... Come on. Yeah, no, that's that. So we just have to do a real good thrust here and a good old thrust and hope. But yeah, I think we're fucked. I think I have to restart. We're kind of sort of caught up. I started over, skipped the intro, and that just puts you directly on the ship and you gotta plug that leak with the gum. Much better this time around. Much, much better. I kind of know where things are and where to go and everything, so it's a little less just run around randomly and explore, and a little more just go here for this, go there for that. I've got the extra air reserve, I've got the thruster, I've got the flashlight, I'm getting a bit of paint now, which turns out there's a bunch just kind of floating around, which is quite cool. Loads more materials than we had before. There is actually plenty of surplus goods out and about. You just got to know where to go, though, is the thing. And first time through, I'm out of bashers, but I got enough paint and also lead so we can head back. First time through, you do so much exploration because you don't know any better. You don't really know where to go or why. So it's a lot harder. But this time around, knowing just where I gotta go for things and stuff, it's significantly easier. And I'm also finding some other stuff like down below the big rectangular whatever ship part with the mannequins in it. Down beneath that, there is a kind of hidden-ish room like that that's got 4 or so crates in there. A lot of tape, a lot of reinforced metal. So even that stuff that you typically have to craft, I've got a pretty good assortment of as well. Much nicer this time around. It still takes a little while to get through this, like you can't really speed through too well because you need so much of everything. I still reckon the basher could be the general use thing that you could also just bash the ore off the rocks. You could bash the valve off these containers to get the fluids inside. Obviously bash containers open, bash minerals open to get all that stuff. Like the basher could be just the multi-tool that you use to access resources. It would have better durability, but you'd have to do a lot less random back and forth to grab things. Because I'm not really sure what they're wanting with that. Like, there's not a whole lot that can currently happen to us as we go back and forth. It's just, head that way. I hope you have enough oxygen. Go, you know? It's a weird choice, weird decision. I'm assuming it makes a little more sense later on when we get better stuff. I'd like to think that it's just a bit garbage now, because then it makes you appreciate what you get later on a lot more. But for the moment, as a new player getting into this, it's a lot of ball ache for not a whole lot of good reason. It's frustrating, but we're getting there this time around. Also found some reddish material that you can find on the asteroids around that is alkali that you can mine up with the drill. Also something to keep an eye out for. With 1 metal and 1 alkali you can make a battery. So there's that as well. So really, I wasn't completely screwed yet. There's still plenty of resources around. You just gotta find them. But I was going around for like an hour looking for stuff, and I never found it. So it's a lot of stuff to look through. I need, what all do I need? Still glass, right? Yeah, glass, a roll of fabric, more aluminium. Okay. Well, we'll head over for glass now. Needed some more oxygen, which, again, plenty of. We're doing very, very well with materials currently. That suitcase is full of stuff. This is full of stuff. This is the more usable things that I've got. I also have a new VHS tape, Cosmonauts Day. I guess I can put in. I remember I wrote it for some contest of the funeral agency for cosmonauts. Cosmonautics Day. Show everyone that space is cool and persuade as many friends as possible to be buried here. Something like that. I found this floating around by that post ship that's crashed behind us. Okay, that was totally worth my time. Terrific. Moving right along. I guess we can also throw in lead paint, standard paint, a bit of aluminium. The metal I needed for more bashers, I'll make a few. I haven't grabbed a whole lot of the miscellaneous stuff that's on about, like that child's cabin. I didn't grab the poster or the weird chicken toy. I haven't been grabbing any of that for just decoration stuff. So when it comes to that, not a whole lot we can do currently. But I don't know how much we care about that right now, actually. Right now I just kind of want to get move on with things and progress in life a little bit, you know? Grab the glass with the grabber, head back, we can make the suit, and... Geez, yeah, I don't know if I have to just mine up some more alkali for more batteries to make that trip way over there, 1,500 meters away. I have no idea. That still seems like a really long way to go on foot. Guess we'll find out.
The temperature control system proved to be extremely reliable and works even when the shuttle is destroyed completely. I wouldn't recommend disassembling and examining it.
Is there a thing to disassemble and examine? I never know if dude's making a joke or if he's actually saying something useful. Never know. It's part of that's because he never shuts up and he always has a comment for every little thing ever. It's pretty awful. Not great. Pretty bad. No bueno. It's poop. Okay, glass gotten. A good bit of extra. Also, armored glass for windows with increased protection against radiation. Transparent, hard, and sharp at the edges. Attempts by persons to break it using their heads haven't been successful yet. Okay. I need a roll of fabric, the aluminium, and just one glass. Roll of fabric, I don't think I have yet. Let's check. I got a lot of stuff. The fabric, which you would have needed the shears to get. Probably have to make a new roll. I don't think I have a roll of fabric somewhere. And what else? I've already forgotten. I'm good at this. The paint, aluminium. Yeah. Can make the helmet
protection
already.
Level against radiation is still insufficient for the flight to the evac point. You still need to improve the equipment or click exit game in the menu of your spacesuit, which will solve all your problems.
Okay. Roll of fabric and aluminium. Roll of fabric I can do. And then... Did that make? No, it didn't. We'll have to head out and mine a bit more, but that's okay. We've got drill for it. Nope, never mind. I might be okay.
Due to the high toxicity level of the renewed painting of the spacesuit, the probability of your death from radiation is now lower than the probability of death from the suit itself. In this regard, you can fly to the evacuation point.
Oh. Okay, so we've got 75 radiation protection now. Quite nice, I think. And then we can go to evac, which... I thought I'd be able to make something new with like glass and all that to help us out and get there a little bit better, but I suppose not. Well, okay, so we need more oxygen. I can do that. I got the materials for it. We've got food, water, which I'll drink now. So we're set there. We really have to go on foot, huh? It seems ridiculous going on foot. It's so far away. 1.6 kilometers away. Moving at like an average of 7-ish meters per second, typically 6. I can accelerate to 10, but not for long, so we could say like an average of 7. It's a lot of meters. A lot of meters. I hope there's not a whole lot to explore along the way. I can't imagine them anticipating you having the oxygen to also explore for things while we're out and about. That just seems ludicrous. But hey, the developers have surprised me a few times already with their logic, so who knows. I am looking forward to getting on with the game though, because with the draw distance being what it is and being able to see stuff from so far away, it's a bit of a problem when the game has a bunch of stuff to look at like this. It's tough to choose what you need and what you want. And then if you're missing a specific thing where you could maybe potentially find it, since it seems just random, it's not like Subnautica where, oh, you know, this material is typically at this depth. You don't really have that in this because there is no depth. There's no real zones. It's just a massive ship. A massive ship that had exploded. That's all you've got. That's all there is to go off of. So like before, I was missing like lead paint. Thankfully I can see the ship from forever away. They've done that well enough, I guess, but otherwise, where do I go? I guess just some wreckage and see if maybe they had some paint on board. There's not a whole lot to really go off again, though. We'll see how they handle it, though. I'm curious. Still 800 meters to go. We're almost halfway.
Such a composition was outdated more than 10 years ago and is not produced on any planet.
Now we're about halfway there. I think we got the oxygen for it, but man. Did I bring... I did not bring an oxygen generator thing. There's probably one of those out here. Also, we still have a freezing issue, apparently. Wasn't anticipating that.
The captain's bridge is detected ahead. The evacuation should be led from there, but there are no signals or movement detected in this area. Probably everyone died.
Yeah. How long does this freezing stuff happen? Just forever, because I didn't see any more heating lamps. Okay, there we go. We finally left the zone. Gotta be somewhere to plug in oxygen, right? If there is, I think I quickly load and I bring one of those with. It totally slipped my mind. Communication with the bridge is not there. All die to access bridge need the code admin123.
The incorrect localization sounds extremely convincing. The information on the captain's bridge is classified in the database. Therefore, it is recommended to ignore this valuable advice and act according to the situation.
I hope I didn't actually need the code. I hope you're just trying to make a joke, but you've interrupted yourself, making some other joke. So, thanks for that, I guess. And not a whole lot to loot around here. I don't really see anything floating around or anything at all. So good. Maybe there isn't oxygen to install anywhere. They really just want you to move on. Still a lot of stuff.
The bridge was badly damaged, but the main systems are still functioning properly.
Ah, and there's air here. I don't know why there's air here, but there's air here. Okay. A free drill. A power supply to repair? Need a handy scrapper to repair that. Sure. Percussive maintenance. What have I done with that? I guess we're powered, so I can...
The door is locked. If you manage to get inside, there's a chance to send a distress signal to the nearest planet, or at least cake the corpse with the captain who allowed this to happen.
Ah, I see. We wrote the password. Ugh. An ordinary key from some cheap lock. You can open or close something with it, or you can lose it and open the lock with your finger. It's strange that the captain's bridge is locked with such a piece of junk. Quantity 1, bound to slot 1. Nice.
Seems it will be a long day. While choosing
Chapter
the most
2.
painless suicide methods for you, a slight decrease in the background radiation was noticed. Surprisingly, your attempt to break the liner could lead to positive results. I could find out the nature of this phenomenon, but for that, I would need to disclose some confidential information of the Breathedge company, which contradicts the security protocol, so not a single spacesuit AI will disclose this information to you. On the other hand, this information is extremely necessary for us. There are a lot of stupid spacesuits with dead carriers floating around, so nobody will even know if you resort to the good old torture method, like the drill.
So I can drill corpses now. Why is there still oxygen in here? Your gamified mechanic is too gamified. This has no logic to it at all whatsoever. Oh well, I guess. So this is a nice pit stop. So can I drill any corpse, or are there specific corpses that I'm drilling? Also, this isn't marked for any, like, go back to reference point for more air. We got enough scrappers. Looks like we got some things to bash open over here.